or dog food. If I was making y'all moves, we all lose. Make these sucker niggas pay, those was all rules. You gon' need more guns and lucky horseshoes. Never took an L, but a few lost a mind. New law of downtown and this view was hard to find. Sold lines to abusers, now abuse y'all with lines. I'm in this black thing, he ain't just a few cars behind. I bought two of everything, they said dude lost his mind. Two gold Cubans like I'm trying too hard to shine. Two whips, one a coupe that's too small to drive. 2-car garage, 2 broad massage. Yeah. Niggas think I be frontin', but I just be talking that real shit. I don't expect everybody to feel it though, cause y'all niggas not really like that. Like I talk that shit. Let's go. With this knot I got.
Goes for all my nasty hoes, yeah. From across the globe. This goes for all my nasty hoes, yeah. From across the globe.
We have Travis Scott Bracket next.
I'm young and I'm heartless. There's a bitch that in my vision. That bitch is a target. Lawyer is a Jew. He gon' chew up all the charges. No matter if you fuck with me, I get money regardless. That guap, get some chicken. Guap, get some bread. Guap, get some chicken. Guap, get some bread. Bitch, you press. You can flex. Get some money, ho. Tell me why you stressed. Now I said hoes down, G's up. You know how I'm rocking, but my watch is freezed up. I can't wait until they jump that Lamborghini truck. I'm careful where I park it, hoes will have it beat up. Them bitches getting beat up. Slim waist, ass fat. My shit is caked up. My bad bitch activate without no makeup. Use that collard greens, cornbread, neck bone, back. Get it from my mama, and you don't know where your daddy at. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Put it on him, boy, your nigga never coming home. I'm a flex like a boy, I'm a 10, she a joy. Stupid hoe, unimportant, unattractive, unemployed. Get some guap, get some chicken. Guap, get some bread. Guap, get some chicken. Guap, get some bread. Bitch, you press, you can flex. Get some money, ho, tell me why you stressed. I need that cream, shorty, show me where's that. You play with me, I might pop up where you at. You make believe, now with me it's only tags. Expensive weed, man, my checks is with some racks. Pop that pussy like you and pop that pussy in a while. Pop that pussy like poppin' pussy is going out of style. Pop that pussy while you work, pop that pussy up in church.
That's what we got coming your way. It is Uncultured. We just finished that part of our mix. Now we're getting into a very, very fun part of our show. Going deep here with the Travis Scott bracket. We are starting off with the bottom right quadrant. Yes, we still have not completed the first round. Hopefully things will go faster in the future. But, alas, here we go. So, we start with Antidote versus Bad Mood, Shit on You. That is from originally, of course, it's a classic song. Probably one of Travis Scott's best, if not, like, widely considered to be his best song, Antidote, against a song that's, like, relatively unimportant in the broad scheme of his work. Obviously, Antidote. Easy. Next, Rest in Peace Screw and Through the Late Night. I give this to, in a pretty close race, I would give this to Rest in Peace Screw, but just because of the fact of the kind of the second half of it, the way it just kind of goes up, you know, in a very, very pretty way. All right, what's next? We have a very interesting one. Dreamcatcher, I think, is a pretty song in its own right, but nothing compares to just the texture, the different areas that are touched in Oh My Decide with Quavo. So that will win in that matchup. Up next, we have a very, very interesting matchup. And you know what? I think we will turn to the drawing board on this one because, or not the band, or the drawing board, but the soundboard on this one, because we're going to be playing you this one. I'm going to show you why. This one, because Bands is going to featuring Meek Mill is going to go against Coffee Bean. You guys probably know Coffee Bean. It's probably one of the more maligned songs off of Astroworld, but if you haven't heard Bands, trust me, you're in for a treat.
Let's get her.
mean them niggas that slipping. You tripping, no fear, my niggas, we get it. I'm looking down at the whole world through these glass ceilings. And when I step outside, bad bitches with me. Back in my section, twisting that lala, can't let it stress me. Wake up, fall asleep to Dizzy Gillespie. Back it up and break it down. She gon' bust it on this dick. You gon' take her out of town.
So yeah, that is a little short snippet, about a minute or so, of that wonderful song. And I think, like, obviously, Bands wins over Coffee Bean. Like, just the jubilance, the energy, the excitement, the factor, the hype factor in there is just wonderful. It's just like you want to go crazy. You want to go crazy in the club. You want to go crazy wherever you may be. That is a party starter. That's guaranteed to. If you're like some kind of a DJ playing that out there, that is guaranteed to take the party to the next level. All right. Up next, we have Wonderful. A pretty solid song off of Birds in the Trap, Sick Me Night, but just in a pretty good weekend verse, by the way, kind of early weekend verse. But Big Sean and Travis Scott on Don't Play is too good to ignore. I will be giving it to Don't Play for that one. Up next, we have Dubai Shit. And I don't know why I said it like that. And Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is probably one of my favorite songs. I've heard it play, like, if you play it, like, like you, like, I'm making a fool of myself sounding like that. I know, but if you just, like, start it and then press it again and press it again, kind of like, shall we say, this. Like, I've heard that done, like, at a concert before, and it was one of the coolest things ever. But it just has such a deep energy, and the way it feels, like, you'd almost, like, if you listen to it at night, you look out on the moon, it is, like, I've done that before, it is in a great vibe, like, full moon, you're playing, you got maybe get some AirPods, or music in the speakers, whatever the case may be, put in Nightcrawler with Sway Lee, Chief Keef, and Travis Scott from Rodeo, and you are guaranteed to get a great vibe, a very, very sinister vibe. And, like, I think this is like this patron saint song of the night. Like, it's so representative of just kind of like darkness of night. That's why I kind of give it to Nightcrawler over a song that's not bad in Dubai Shit, but not the same. Here's another interesting one that I would kind of give a draw. A very kind of close one. Could go either way. I would, as NC-17 and the very, very interesting Hell of a Night. I think that one's very kind of glitzy and glamoury versus where NC-17 with 21 Savage on Astroworld is a little bit more aggressive. You know what? I think I like the Travis Scott, the kind of the glint that comes to Travis Scott's music whenever 21 Savage is around. It's that kind of sinister, I would say, glint in the style of the music that he makes. So I find that personally very, very cool, and I'm going to give it to NC-17. All right, here is now another very interesting matchup. A very, very tough matchup. We are going to have to go to the record tape for this. It is Quintana Part 2, and the Wonderful off of Astroworld. The Wonderful off of Astroworld's, I think in the very end, Yosemite. So here we go. Quintana Part 2. A very good song in my opinion.
Finesse and designer, straight up. Oh my God, it's no rental, go play it, no need to remind you. Brought my blood, that nigga won't get me off. That no, oh no no, oh no 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 no. Black, that's your religion, straight up. This that shit that keep you geeking. That I didn't for me me about 5 bad bitches this morning. And I ain't going back unless they on it. Oh no, no, oh no, 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 no. Finesse, finesse. Straight up, I can't go one day without finesse.
One of the best beat drops ever. Get ready for it. Sit back, relax. Travis Scott bracket the closer. Let's go!
Man, go. Big scale A1 petty.
T.I. with the flames.
With kilo. Then sell it like it's Nico. Yeah. Everybody he know. Coulda got hit with the Rico. Caught a couple of charges, they were weak though. Fed had to let them go in a week or so. Still you the key to blow. Whole heap of dough. Ran the streets for so long. Man, the team was so on. Damn, it seemed so long ago, we had them in Mexico. Each trying to make it back 3 bricks more. The people I would run up on us in Texas though. Only by the grace of God, they ain't catch it though. Some little young nigga with some big dreams. Almost on the verge of doing some big things. They trying to get a bird to see was 16. And they ain't playing around 15 or more. Hey, you know a nigga love nice things. And the price in the hood is too frightening. Them niggas ain't gonna do the right thing. So for me to do my thing. Hey!
Finesse.
Yeah, so that song is like incredibly chill and incredibly hype all at the same time. Like that classic, just like that vibe of just finesse, like that just little tingle that you get is just so special. All right, here's Yosemite.
They sold checks on the streets, J number 4, Saint Laurent feet, put it on toes, take it with me, double your dose, covered with angels that's watching my soul. Jack out a bed, it's bigger window. Said I beat the intent, but I got the info. I feel like I'm chosen.
Of course, it has the famous Nav verse that I think was lowered, but it's a pretty song, but it does not compare in any way to the wonderful, infamous, all around majestic Quintana Part 2. It doesn't. I'm sorry.
Ice on my neck, flawless begin.
And Gunna too, I forgot about
Gunna. Wrist, catch through the mud, I get a check. You selling run on my pants and my chest. Chanel dress, clean up a mess. I eat a flesh, you know the rest. Count up 100, couple Rolex. Shine like the sun, you truly blessed. You come with text, Indy good boy like I Uber to Jess. VS is on me, got my Louis shirt wet.
All right, we made it officially to the other side of the bracket now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. All right, Sicko Mode versus 90210. I do have a lot of respect for Sicko Mode, I said as before, as a song, but I have to give it to 90210. It cannot simply get eliminated this early. It is not possible. Yeah, so that is what I'm just going to say there. Let's see what's up next. We have Mamacita versus Maria I'm Drunk, which is very, very tough because Mamacita I have a lot of respect for as one of the better hype songs, but it is tough. That is very, very tough. I just realized, Jesus Christ. Mamacita versus Maria I'm Drunk. I don't know. In terms of the mystique that kind of Maria I'm Drunk brings to the table, it is very, very hard, I think, to not pay attention, at least in some way, to give a lot of credit to Mamacita. But I think we're going to go with Maria I'm Drunk in this situation. Now, Way Back versus Upper Echelon. The hype people, the people who want to see only like hype songs represented here. I don't even know if that was anybody, but you are now getting your wish because Upper Echelon obviously is going to defeat Way Back there. And up next we have Sloppy Toppy, the wonderful Migos song versus Piss on Your Grave. You know what? I'm going to have to do Sloppy Toppy there. Ugh. Because it's just like the energy, I know I've said the energy